What to do? What to do? What to do? What do? It's Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday, y'all. Mm-mm. Terrible Tuesday, and that means only one thing: the realistic OGs are in the house, in your face, live, 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 and we got plenty to talk about, people. We got plenty to talk about. It's your boy OG Big Sam. And to my right, or to your left, or to your right, is the truth.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, look here, man. We got a lot to talk about in such a condensed amount of time. Um, Look here, man. Let's just go and dive right into it. Look here. Yesterday, Falcons inked a 4-year deal with Kirk Cousins, free agent quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Deal the logistics of the deal: 4 years, 180 million, 100 million guaranteed, 45 million guaranteed in each of the first 2 years, 10 million guaranteed for the third year, no money guaranteed for the fourth year. It's still a Falcon. Listen, pretty much the fan base is split down the middle. Fan base split down the middle. A lot of people is co-signing this. A lot of people is not, and that's fine. Here's what we're gonna address, and we're gonna address a few things tonight. One other thing, look at here. If you're upset and you got to write the fan however you want to fan, if you're upset to the point where you want to be coddled and pacified, we're not doing that. We're not in the business of doing that over here at all. If you want to leave as a fan, it's your choice. Okay. You want to sell your tickets, Arthur Blank don't give a shit because tickets already bought. You want to give back your PCLs or whatever you want. Hey, have at it. You want to stop tailgating? Have at it. What we're not going to do is babysit adults. At least we think everybody are adults. Also, listen, it's our job out here to present the facts, and stats, and the truth as content creators. And if there's any disagreement, there have been several shows where we have allowed people their right to voice their opinions as fans of this team. If you are a content creator or whatever, and you're trying to push your platform, blessings to you. But what what we can't do is throw subliminals at each other, and and hey, make accusations if you're not clear on the accusations. That's about the best way we can put it. What we're not going to do is we're not going to get into no mudslinging contests and all that shit that's kind of frivolous and out of pocket. So, but nevertheless, let's get back to the meat and potatoes of the Falcons bring in Kirk Cousins. He was the best available free agent quarterback that was out there. A lot of people are complaining about his injury, which is a reason to be concerned. Obviously, the Falcons are not. So, if you're on board with this team and you trust what Fontenot is doing, if they're not concerned with it, why should we? If they're not concerned with the money they spend, why should we? And what's going on now is what goes on now. It's a lot of people bringing up what didn't happen in prior years. Most notably, what didn't happen last year. Let me break something down to you guys and make sure everybody hear what we're saying. First of all, let's just give a shout out to everybody in the chat there. OG. We got William. Lawyer member, Big Ant, what's going on? Bulldog, what it is? Wyatt Carlson, what's happening? Georgia boy, what's going on? The therapist in the house, Sonia Howell, what it do? D Coleman, what's happening? Auntie Pam, what it do? What it do?
Hey,
What it
Auntie.
do? Young Capsule, what it is? Mad Mike in the house. A lot of people bring it up, us not. We chose to give Kirk 180 and didn't give Lamar 200. Do y'all know what would have entailed giving Lamar 200, whether it was signing him as a restricted free agent or popping a trade? Okay, first of all, if the trade is popped, you don't have picks 1 and 2 from last year, first and second round, which is Bijan Robinson, Matthew Bergeron, and you won't have picks 8 and 43 this year. Guys on offense that contributed this year. You don't have John Smith, you don't have Mac Hollins, you don't have Scotty Miller. On defense, you don't have David Onyemata, Calais Campbell, Lorenzo Carter,
Bud Dupree,
Jeff Okuda, Caden
Mike
Ellis,
Hughes,
Mike Hughes, Jesse Bates. That's what we don't have if we decide to pop that deal. Now, do you still want to pop that deal? Because what happens is if we pop that deal and we have the same, and we wind up going to say 7-10, same 7-10, what we'll be hearing right now is he needs to get help, and it's going to be hard to get him help. So get over it. Get over yourself. Get over yourselves on that. If you want to root for the Ravens, go right ahead. That's your option, okay? But what we're not going to do, like I said, we're not going to baby sit. Okay, people want to talk about his age, okay? Kirk Cousins, 36 years old. Well, guess what? Google is your friend, my friends, okay? All you got to do is Google this. 10 quarterbacks, 10. I count 10. 3 of them to do it multiple times. Won Super Bowls after the age of 36, okay? The 3 quarterbacks that did it multiple times were Earl Merle, John Elway, Tom Brady. Tom Brady did it 4 times after the age of 36. So, the excuses are becoming stale, all right?
Look,
Go ahead, OG Big Sam.
Look, my perspective on it, I mean, it is no secret, my thoughts on Kirk Cousins, that Achilles. But obviously, the Falcons and Kirk Cousins and the trainers are all a go to whatever the situation is, full steam ahead. With that being said, to me, in my eyes, this still puts us in the same situation we would have been in had this been Russell, from an experience perspective. 2 birds, 1 stone, being able to contend and help mentor and groom and develop Desmond Ritter. I think we're good. I think the bigger story right now is the signing of the receiver, Mooney. I think that's the bigger story. Quite honestly, I'm talking about like right up under everybody knows. We straight up legit just signed us a legit number 2 receiver. Boy had a little over 1,000 yards receiving last season. From them Bears, and y'all said that. Never mind. What you think about that signing, Truth?
I'll say it. A lot of people claim that the Bears didn't have any help for a certain quarterback that we did not pursue, and we weren't never pursuing. But our coaching staff feels like he can help this roster. I don't know much about him, but if Terry cooking, hey, mix it up, Terry. Mix it up. Drop it in that water and just mix it up, Terry. I was about to say something that was unethical. But cook, Terry. You guys said we need another receiver. We got one. Now that we got one, some people complaining about that. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. We still got a little bit more to do. We made a pitch for Hunter, for Danielle Hunter, but he chose to sign with the Texans. Congratulations to the Texans. Now we move. Okay, still got the number 8 pick, or it may be another free agent that we may be eyeing in the coming days.
Yeah. I think we signed a tight end as well.
Okay,
It was I think it was Charlie Gardner. I think I think what it was.
the guy
That
from Frisco.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. That brings an interesting dynamic to the tight end room.
Charlie Warner, is that in relation to Scott Warner?
I think it's Warner or Garner or Warner. Anybody know that? But know that boy name?
Charlie Warner.
Charlie Warner. Okay,
yeah,
it was Warner.
Related to Scott
All
Warner.
All right.
Did he go to Georgia?
Who? Charlie? I think I'm. That's a good question.
Well, guess what?
Can our information team get that for us?
Yeah, didn't I say Google is our friend?
Southside said he played at Georgia.
Huh? He did play at
Southside
Georgia.
said he played at Georgia.
Yeah, well, he's related to he's related to Scott Warner. With Georgia out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
another Bulldog product. Another Bulldog product. Y'all hollering about nobody from Georgia.
We're starting to get a few Georgia guys, huh?
Mm-hmm.
According to a lot of people in our illustrious fan base, we don't sign Georgia guys.
Right.
Oh boy.
We got a lineman, we got a tight end. Now we got 2 tight ends from Georgia. I mean, these smart, adequate, common sense signings. Like I said, the biggest story for me is the signing of Mooney. I think that's gonna pay dividends of the highest order. It's interesting to see where we're gonna go from this point. Cause I'm like, with Hunter gone to Houston, Burns is out of the division. And Chris Jones re-signed with Kansas City. If we're going to take a shot at free agency at a D lineman, I mean, who's out there? Who's left out there?
Let me look it up. Current NFL free agents. Let's see here. Okay. We got All right, welcome to the show. We got on the mark Marcus Washington coming in here. We're talking about current Falcon free agents right now, or what current free agents right now that's available.
Young Capsule, would that be Chase Young you talking about? I mean, if he's
okay, all right. Chase Young, I know he's met with a couple teams. What kind of money are you looking for? That's the question.
Yeah, there was a conversation last week about him and money. I mean, like, what's the baseline of what he's looking for, or what he's willing to do? Because I mean, he's gonna have to fit. We still got to pay draft picks, and then we still got to resign our some other guys back to the team. But I mean, I don't know what our bottom line is at this point with where we at.
I guess the question is, where we need veteran help at? Because we still got a draft coming up. So where do we need veteran help at? Like I said, we made a pitch for Hunter, so that means they're looking for edge rusher type guys. You got Chase Young, you got Jadeveon Clowney.
Clowney can't stay healthy.
Okay.
Thank you, and I wasn't paying that particular comment no attention.
No. We're gonna box Jacksonville in. Jacksonville gonna have to make a choice. Jacksonville make a choice. Sign him or let him walk. And hey, he's good enough where you can't afford to let him walk, so you're gonna have to probably sign him. If you sign him, they don't want to part with that second round pick. What you gonna do, JV? We waiting on that second round pick. If they don't sign him, what the pick turns into a fourth rounder?
I think so.
Yeah. What you got, Mark?
I think so.
What's going on, fam? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, I don't know what Jacksonville is doing, man. They don't want to come off that second. But it's almost like they don't really have a choice. Now, if they do let Ridley get out there, Ridley's gonna get snatched up in a heartbeat because he is one of the better route runners in the NFL. I think he went over 1,000 yards last year as a receiver. So, to me, I think they don't want to extend him and they don't want to give up that second rounder. So we'll see. But, they're going to have to make a decision. But right now, I just think they play in games right now. But I'm like, man, go ahead and give up that second rounder. We gave y'all a receiver who went over 1,000. Go ahead and come up off that second rounder. That's how I look at it.
Okay, coach just posted that even if they don't sign him, the third round is a lot. Hey, we'll take the second, but if not, hey, we still get a third. So.
Yeah, and had it not been for that signing of Mooney earlier this morning, I would have doubled back for Ridley, to be honest, and had a reunion with Ridley, because Ridley is, like I said, he's a good route runner. You want to put a guy on the other side of Drake London. Drake London is going to have a beast of a year. I do like Mooney, though. Mooney is a speedier receiver. He can take the top off, and he's got some hands. That boy has made some catches where you like, damn, how did that even happen? So now that we got Mooney, it's more or less, I don't really care what they do with Ridley. Um, I prefer that second rounder though.
You know, he can stay wherever he gonna be at. We don't need that in this locker room.
You know the thing about it, man. You know the way. I'm not a person unless his name is Kyle Shanahan. I'm not a person that holds grudges, but the way he left, I mean, it still probably got to. I mean, he did that under this administration. So, if it had happened with, even if it had happened with the last administration, McKay, Dimitrov, Quinn, and the crew, it just wouldn't set well. I don't know exactly what. I ain't even go down that road. But what you said is true. One of the best route runners. Not bad hands. But if there's a need,
His character is all the way jacked up. We don't need that in the locker room.
If there's still a need at receiver, we can go. We can get a receiver third, fourth round. Now here is the elephant in the room question: with one of these picks, do we still go quarterback? It's because I haven't heard anything about Heineke being released. I don't know what's up with Woodside. What y'all say?
One of them, Woodside is probably gone. I mean, there's no sense even keeping Woodside unless you're talking about, potentially cutting Ritter, maybe, Taylor Heineke. I don't know which one of those guys is gone, but one of them is gone. I feel like you can find a good quality quarterback. I'm talking about this year. I wouldn't really be pushing quarterback heavy this year, even though if they do, I don't mind it. But maybe second round, because some of these guys are gonna fall. But then at the same time, Minnesota now needs a guy, and you got a couple teams that are gonna need, guys. Denver is gonna need a guy, so I'm looking at second round. Maybe, but to me, Woodside is gone unless they see more upside than Ritter or Heineke. But if I'm going, it just depends, man. Second or third, have him sit his ass down behind Kirk, give him about 2 or 3 years to brew, and then see what the kids got. Similar to Jordan Love in Green Bay, him sitting behind Aaron Rodgers paid dividends this year. And unfortunately, Ritter didn't have that opportunity. So, it is what it is.
Well, he should have it now. Should they decide to stay with him, which is leaning more towards them doing that. It's the reason they brought in 2 quarterbacks coaches, and it damn sure wasn't for Kirk or Taylor. So
well, if you're listening to Raheem Morris on Saturday, Ritter's gonna be here.
Well, you have to also look at this too. Ritter is still under his rookie contract. He's going into his 3rd year. He's got a 4-year deal. So I mean, you signed Kirk Cousins to 4 years. So how would that even be feasible for Desmond Ritter to even start unless you're talking about extending his contract? So even from a year's perspective, it wouldn't make sense. You're going to end up extending him if you want to keep him. And even if you extend him, he's still going to be a backup if Kirk plays all 4 years.
It's definitely something to think about.
Kurt to do 2 of these 4 years.
I'm assuming the way they front loaded it, especially with the guaranteed money, where it's only $10 million be left after years 1 and 2. I get, like I said, that's the elephant in the room. Do we stay patient with Ritter let him develop the right way? Do we go out, let's say a Penix or a Knicks or a Rattler? I'm seeing Jordan Travis, 4th round talent, maybe. Joe Milton, 6th round talent. Guys that you can just, you can stick them in a developmental system and let them learn how to play quarterback in the National Football League. That's a decision that the front office gonna have to be weighing in on. Let's talk about other positions of need. I want to go to the left tackle over there. Jake Matthews is long in the tooth. If we decide to go that route, it's going to be a damn good tackle sitting there at 8. Would y'all go that route, or would y'all catch a tackle with that extra 2nd round pick or that extra 3rd round pick? What y'all think?
2nd or 3rd.
Okay.
And then I don't think we're even going to use. I don't even think we're going to use that pick at 8. I think we're going to trade that pick and trade down and get more picks.
I wouldn't be opposed to that at all. Now that you've gotten Cousins, see, the 8th pick is an interesting pick because you got leverage with that pick. A lot of people like what McCarthy showed. I've been hearing mixed reviews on McCarthy, but the last mock draft I seen probably last week had him going at 6 to the Giants. Now, that makes you wonder what the fuck is going to go on with Daniel Jones, but they paid him a whole lot of money. So I don't know.
Yeah, and then Jacksonville just traded for Mac Jones.
Okay.
And then who's the next 5 picks behind us?
Got the Bears sitting right behind us at 9, I think. Somebody sitting at 12 that need a quarterback. Hey, how about Google is my friend.
Yeah, because somewhere between 9 and 15, at least 3 of them teams are going to be looking to move. You know what I'm saying? They can just go on and back the Brinks truck up for that number 8 pick. Let me go on and get your child trust fund, your wife license insurance, your grandbaby's trust fund. Let me get all that. Let me get all of that. Because everybody else of note, most notably, is in front of us, especially in them first 4 spots.
What the fuck? Man, I don't care about the new. I want to see the latest mock draft.
I just realized the story of the offseason. Teams are realizing the importance of backup QBs and QB depth. Oh, you stupid. You stupid outside.
Latest NFL drop mock draft got Bears taking Caleb Williams at 1. The Commanders taking Jaden Daniels at 2. The Patriots taking Drake May at 3. The Cardinals taking Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4. Minnesota, via proposed trade to the Los Angeles Chargers, taking J.J. McCarthy at 5. New York Giants taking wide receiver Malik Neighbors at 6. Tennessee Titans taking offensive tackle Joe Alt from Notre Dame at 7. The Atlanta Falcons taking Dallas Turner, outside linebacker, Alabama, at 8. Chicago Bears taking Rome Odunze, wide receiver out of Washington at 9. New York Jets taking Olu Fashuno, offensive tackle out of Penn State at 10. 11 Chargers would take boy, he's a damn Samoan, offensive tackle out of Oregon State. Denver would take Brock Bowers at 12 out of Georgia. Interesting selection now. Los Angeles Raiders taking J.C. Latham out of Alabama. Got a lot of tackles coming off the board. A lot of tackles possibly coming off the board. First interior defensive line be New Orleans Saints taking Byron Murphy the second out of Texas. Indianapolis Colts taking Quinyon Mitchell, cornerback out of Toledo. Now Okuda just signed with the Texans. Could we go cornerback with that pick? Could we trade back?
Second or third round.
Okay. Seattle Seahawks at 16 taking another tackle, swing guy, guard tackle, Troy out of Washington. Like people got a lot of blocking there. Jacksonville Jaguars taking Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver at LSU. That'll seal Ridley's fate, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati Bengals taking Marius Mims, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Los Angeles Rams taking Terry Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. Pittsburgh taking Jackson Powers, center out of Oregon. Miami Dolphins taking Graham Barton, guard out of Duke. A lot of offensive linemen. Philadelphia Eagles taking Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson. Texans from Cleveland will take Jarrett Verse, defensive end out of Florida State. Interesting. He's going to drop. He's dropping. Cowboys taking another offensive tackle. Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma. Green Bay taking Cooper DeJean, cornerback out of Iowa. Tampa Bay takes Kool-Aid, what a name, Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama. Cardinals taking defensive end, outside linebacker, edge rusher probably. Chop Robinson out of Penn State. Buffalo taking Adonai Mitchell, wide receiver out of Texas. A.D. Mitchell, he's really a Georgia guy. But okay, he had a baby out there. Okay, that's cool. Detroit Lions taking Darius Robinson, defensive end out of Missouri. Baltimore Ravens will take another damn Latu, a defensive end out of UCLA. San Francisco would take another offensive tackle, Jordan Morgan out of Arizona. And Kansas City Chiefs would take Ladd McConkey, wide receiver out of Georgia. Interesting. A lot of people, they got Ladd coming in late first round. What your thoughts on that? See a lot of tackles going, a lot of linemen in this latest mock draft.
Well, you could probably go about 15 deep good on tackles.
Mm-hmm.
In this draft, and you probably go almost double that in this receiving class.
So you got to draft
There's
deep
a lot of
tackles.
It's pretty fair in the linebackers. But you have to be looking real hard. You know what I'm saying, to find the right gems in this crew. It's gonna be interesting.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious at who we gonna bring back. That let's look at our unrestricted free agent. Google is my friend.
Look, the thing with that is you're coming off a year where this defense was 1 and 2 respectively in red zone defense and third down defense. You have to bring that back. You have to bring that front seven back. You have to bring that front back. All of them. You have to bring them back.
Coolers already signed. We're still waiting on Calais Campbell. Do we bring back Cordero Patterson?
I don't see why not. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife. He does multiple things: kick, punt return, receiver, running back. I don't see why not. And it's not going to cost much. I mean, he's not looking to, you know what I'm saying, break the bank.
Matt
And he's
Henderson.
made that he's made that clear multiple times. I have no idea. I mean, can he stay healthy? I think they do just for the sake of having, you know what I'm saying, by this week, you know, you want to have the right amount of depth across the board.
Bud Dupree.
Most definitely.
Mac
You know,
Hollins.
Mac Hollins, he couldn't stay on the field.
Couldn't stay on the field. Keith Smith.
Couldn't stay on the field.
Keith was hurt a lot.
Yeah. We talking about the fullback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Van Jefferson.
He's going to be here because he has continuity with the coaching staff.
You know the system. Contavious Street.
Most definitely. That is a must.
Okay. Trey Flowers. You can chime in on this too, Mark.
Okay. My bad, man. I got bumped off. I got to the house, man, and my car, my damn phone just went nuts. So
All good.
I had to jump on the computer, man.
Okay. Scotty Miller.
Yes.
McCole Pruitt.
Well,
Like Pruitt, man.
I do, but Parker Hess is a better blocker.
Okay. Cordero Hodge.
He'll be back, you know, just based on, you know what I'm saying, special teams, you know what I'm saying, alone.
Didn't play bad for us now.
He didn't at all.
Defensive end Joe Gaziano.
I don't know. That's probably going to be a Jared Gray call.
Defensive tackle Albert Huggins.
On the strength of depth, probably so. It'll probably be a unforeseen signing.
Tackle Ethan Greenidge. Who the hell is that? Mark, you know anything about what's going on?
I don't know nothing about that one right there.
Quarterback Felipe Franks.
Nah, Felipe got to get up out of here.
No, man, y'all can't now, man. Hey, man, give him a shot, man. He can play tight end too, bro. What you talking about, boy?
Man, Felipe can't do that either. So I think he's just too slow.
I didn't know he was still on the team. I really didn't know.
Squad.
Oh, I really did not know he was still on the team.
He's a Swiss Army knife. What are y'all talking about?
The Swiss Army
yeah,
knife.
he's a good blocker. I give him that. He's good on special teams. You know, and whatever they ask him to do on the practice squad, you know what I'm saying, with the Mark, you know what I'm saying.
You know, I'm kind of big on guys that can do multiple things. You know.
Yeah.
Andrew told me to shut up. Anthony.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
We got a lot of guys we got to bring back, man. We got to make some decisions, bro. A lot of these guys not gonna be here. That's a lot of guys. that are free agents. That's a lot of guys.
The last count I heard was 22.
Now, yep, that's what it is, 22. Now, somebody gonna have to do some restructuring. Don't mess with Jake no more. Jake done did it about 5 times, man.
Right.
We're gonna be paying Jake in 2046.
Right. For real. Shoot, Arthur gonna have to just, you know what I'm saying, bag the flowery branch truck up to the Jake house and just, you know what I'm saying, and just dump one. Man, you know, count that shit up and let me know.
That's why Jake, listen, Slick, that's why Jake ass still here. Jake said, look here, Jake, I ain't no fool shit here. Just keep on pushing it back. Hey, Jake can go over there. He just, hey, I guess I can say he wasn't a bust.
Right.
Best I can give Jake Matthews. He wasn't a bust. He's steady over there. Them short ass arms for a tackle just get next to me.
I mean, you know, hey, he's gonna make it to the ring of honor. You know what I'm saying?
Round tub, ring around tub.
Okay, all right.
Get all Jake, because nothing else. Jake is he's been a team player. I mean,
yep.
Love you, Grady, but Grady, it's time for you to extend, bro. It's time for you to restructure. He should be volunteering to do that now. I mean, what y'all say?
Why should he be volunteering? I mean, it ain't like he ain't restructured before, but I'm just saying.
Great restructure. I remember doing it. I mean, I don't recall him doing it.
What is this?
Greater restructuring?
He just sworn he done it once before.
Well, at any rate, Terry in the front office got some work to do. Terry in the front office got some work to do. I think we straight. You know,
I mean, in Terry, I trust. I mean, you know, saying the boy, he's a Swiss Army knife himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because Terry, you know, he cut his tooth as a scout. You know what I'm saying? And then he good with them numbers, man. That boy good with them numbers because he worked that shit out last year.
Okay, my Grady is never restructured. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I think he should. I ain't trying to get in nobody's pocket or nothing like that. Get all the money you want, but we speaking on what's best for the team. Running back room. If Cordero don't come back, we're gonna need a running back, bro. Okay, because if Bijan or Tyler go down, who we gonna follow to? That's probably a position.
I think we got one on the practice squad.
Google is my friend, huh?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think we have one on the practice squad. If I'm not mistaken, I think you do.
That's a situation I wouldn't touch because again, you know, that's if you expect Bijan or Tyler Algier to go down, and in any event, you can pick up a running back if that's the case because the guy that's going to be the third string running back isn't going to come close to Tyler Algier or Bijan. That would be asking a lot from a third string guy, but that's contingent on if both guys get hurt. You know, I mean, anything's possible, you know, in the league, but you know, we look at last year, Bijan sat out because of a quote unquote illness.
He played 13 snaps that day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I mean, you look at, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch that unless it was just absolutely mandatory. Both of them go down, then yeah. But I think we straight with Bijan and Tyler.
So I'm I'm gonna bring it back. Do we resign Cordero Patterson? It ain't like he gonna break the bank.
Man,
I would. I would.
again, it just depends on how you're going to use them, man. And I like CP. Last year wasn't really a good year for him. I mean, the offense wasn't even structured to be kind to him. He was in a joker position. We still don't know what the hell that was. And then he came in a little chunky, you know. So he definitely did. In some games, he did not look like he was in football shape. Now CP is a tank. Um, and in some of those games, he did run hard. But again, we're at a situation, man, to where I think we got what we need for running back. So if you're going to bring Cordell Patterson in, it's going to be on the team friendly deal. There ain't no other option. It's going to be on a team friendly. But even with that, I'm looking at hell. You can draft a running back. So it just depends on which way you want to go. I like CP. I do. But yeah, if it ain't team friendly, I'm not even interested in it.
I don't see another running back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. Robert Burns. What y'all know about Robert Burns?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the practice squad guy?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. Carlos Washington Jr.
Carlos Washington. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I remember that name from training camp. Preseason.
So I guess really,
Uh,
what I'm thinking really, man, right now we ain't gonna know how to draft until we see how Terry and his staff cook during free agency. We don't know how to draft. We don't know right now where the eighth pick going. I don't know about y'all.
right, I believe he got two more moves up on he left up on his belt at this
Now,
point. I think.
if you don't bring in a defensive end / edge rusher, it's a good chance number 8 gonna be either Dallas Turner or Verse. And I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah, I think they go in defensive end, man.
Yeah.
We've had 3 years of offense, and mind you, I love every pick that we got on offense, but I mean Raheem Morris is a defensive minded guy at heart. Plus, you're going to want to help Jimmy Lake over there. This being his first time at bat as a defensive coordinator, you want to give him all the tools possible. You get the fact that we had 40 plus sacks last year with no dominant pass rusher. So if you can imagine, we get a stud at pass rusher with what we did last year, this is going to be a problem.
Calais Campbell. He's a big addition. Is he contemplating retiring? Because if not,
Haven't heard anything. I think at this point with Calais, I think no news is good news. Because he hanging out with the kids right now. He vacationing. He
that's
healing
cool.
up. You know what I'm saying? But I think the door right there. I think the door is open. If he want, it's his opportunity to turn down at this point. I think. I really think. I mean, if he choose to walk, but I don't think he will because of the defense was close as fuck last season. You know what I'm saying? And like he said on his last little presser, I mean, the defense made some mistakes too. And I think we could do some things. And if you're weighing on that, I think he's just taking his time and he'll be back. And it's not gonna be expensive.
All right. as we wind it down, any closing remarks?
Kirk Frost.
Kirk Frost. Oh, man.
Kirk Frost. Yeah. Dirty Kirk.
Dirty Kirk.
It's
Okay.
quarterback. Yeah.
All
Dirty
right,
Kirk.
Mark, shout your show out.
It's on the mark, man. On YouTube, you check your boy out. I post pretty often now, so we chop up good game. All truths. We stand on logo business. And we have since the beginning of time. So, and I do want to say this. When it comes to Kirk Cousins, y'all just know your boy was accurate 4 months ago. So
the lies you tell.
Well, I mean, I already got a video that somehow got blocked. But
the lies you tell.
How did I tell a lie?
Before y'all go there, let's address that elephant in the room. Okay, you had a show today.
Today and yesterday.
Briefly gloss over it.
Yeah.
We got about 3 to 5 minutes. Briefly gloss over it.
Well, I mean, in a nutshell, some of the well, I can't say some, but most of the stuff that I said last season actually came to fruition. So the whole Desmond Ridder fiasco, I mean, we kind of don't have to talk about that anymore. Called every name under the sun when I was talking about benching him. Then he got benched 3 times. When it comes to Kirk Cousins, when I mentioned the thought of looking at Kirk Cousins, called all kind of names: crazy, retarded, stupid. This is the problem with Falcons content creators. Kirk Cousins is a loser. Kirk Cousins doesn't win the big games. Why would you get Kirk Cousins with an Achilles injury? That was 4 months ago. So again, now we got Kirk Cousins. Now what? Is he still trash? Is he still a loser?
You want to remind him, or shall I?
Go ahead,
Senator.
Oh no, let him finish.
I'm finished.
You finished?
I'm
He
finished.
said he was finished.
Okay, so the conversation at hand was where?
It was on Chauncey's show.
So it was on Mad Mike Network, right?
And it was a Monday, as a matter of fact.
Let me speak to Mark. Mark, it was on Mad Mike Network, right?
I mean,
4 months ago.
I got the video up.
I'm asking you a question. It was on Mad Mike Network, right?
Y'all have the videos on your channel. You even made a rant. You made a rant where you talked about this.
Posted I'm asking a question.
Posting my comment, and then saying that it was retarded, it was stupid. This is what's wrong with Falcons content.
No, that's not what happened. All right, we got the video. That's not what happened. All right,
do you want me to pull up the video? Because I can't.
It's my network. I seen the video. I know exactly what happened. Okay, so this is what happened on that conversation. It was a series of videos. It was a series of shows. All right, where that conversation came from. A series of shows. All right, so we're gonna talk about the absolute truth of the matter. The conversation was a debate, right? It was a debate about football, right?
Sir, get to your rant video.
I'm asking you a question. Was it a conversation? Was it a debate about football?
Debate between what? If you're talking about the video where it was 4 of you I wasn't in that debate. You didn't even put the StreamYard link up. You refused to do that. I mean, I got the videos up on my screen right now.
I have the video. I have it's Mike Network.
So speak on the rant video where you put
again
my comment
was
up.
it not? All right. Since he doesn't want to answer the simple question, I'll just say
What
it. All right.
What does that have to do with the matter at hand? You made a rant video
because
made a rant video and you put my comment up. Let's talk about that. Don't sidetrack.
We're getting that. We're getting to that.
Okay,
you're not answering the question, so I will come out and I'll say it. All right. So the conversation at hand was about football on Mad Mike Network, which we asked you a question. All right. If Desmond Ridder wasn't that guy, we asked you who was. So you didn't volunteer to say, all right, Kirk Cousins is the guy. We coerced you to that opinion, right? You were coerced to that. So that's what the context of the conversation would come. And the conversation at hand was me saying, fuck no, I would not pay Kirk Cousins $40 to $50 million. Okay? That's what the context of the conversation was. And to this day, I still stand by that and have been standing by that ever since. So whether or not I wouldn't sign the guy, it doesn't matter. Why? Because I don't run anything. I still don't believe you pay any quarterback $40 to $50 million. Everybody has heard me say that. So whether or not you like how we convey a message, it's fine. But where we leave it is on the channel where it was. If you had an issue with it, you could have come to me personally in a series of 4 to 5 months and said that. But I did not know until recently when I was handed and tagged in multiple videos and multiple platforms that you had an issue. So what we continuously say at Atlanta Falcons Nation, if you had an issue, our platform is always open. You have Chauncey's number, you can get to me, anybody can get to me. It was no need for you to do that, what you did, but it's done and it's fine. It's done. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you can't handle the heat, don't get in the kitchen. It's simple as that.
Mike, I'm in the kitchen right now. Y'all are the ones that don't do away games. Now, when you spoke on that rant video, did you not discredit Kirk Cousins?
I do not take anything back what I said.
Okay, so you said he was trash. You said he wasn't good.
No, I didn't say he was trash. That's not what I said.
You said he wasn't good. You said he was a loser.
No, I didn't say that.
He doesn't win in. Okay,
no,
so
I didn't say that.
You did not call Kirk Cousins a loser.
He's a loser when it comes down to winning big games, absolutely. But he's not a terrible quarterback.
You said, why would we want a loser? That's stupid.
He is a loser when it comes down to beating. When you look at his win-loss record against winning teams, he has a losing record.
Mike, we can just share the video. We can just share the video.
I know he has a losing record when it comes down to beating teams over 500.
We can just share the video so we can see exactly what you said.
Look, I know what I said. I've seen the video. So Kirk Cousins.
Let's share the video so everybody can see it.
What is the point at the end of it? What is your point?
The point is you talk out of both sides of your mouth. That's the point. And then you try to criticize anybody that has a different opinion. When you talk about you coercing,
Mark, this has been 4 months later.
Hold on.
You still in your feelings about something 4 months later?
Hold on, fam. when you say that you can coerce me into picking the quarterback, I said Kirk Cousins. I said I'd take a look at Kirk Cousins. Then
All right.
hold
We
on.
asked the question. That's exactly what happened.
Hold on. Then you made the rant video after that.
Gentlemen, it's 8:03.
It's 8:03. And like I said, this man comes back 4 months later and still about the issue. Okay?
Yeah, because I was accurate, like I was with Desmond Ritter. Did Desmond Ritter get benched? Did Desmond Ritter get benched?
You said he wasn't ready.
Ritter get benched?
Man, you looking and sounding like Benzino right now, man.
Did
we
Desmond
gotta go.
Ritter get benched? Yeah, of course y'all gotta go.
At the end of the day, okay, we always stand back to this. All right. I don't care about what happened 4 or 5 months ago. Obviously, you still haven't gotten over it.
Yeah, I mean, when
and
you're wrong,
and hold on. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Bye.
But that's 4 or 5 months ago. We on to bigger and better. All right. So if you want to continue to talk about Desmond Ritter, that's fine. We're going to continue to talk about Desmond Ritter. We're going to talk about Kirk Cousins, and we're going to continue to give the facts and stats and the truth. We don't let me finish.
Talk about Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Talk about him.
Okay. All right. So we're going to continue to give everybody the facts and stats and the truth. All right. Whether you like it or not, whether we agree with it or not, when we're wrong or we're right, we're going to continue to be here. So if you have an issue with anything anybody has to say, all right, please get at me before we talking about 4 months, okay? A real man would get at you before 4 or 5 months, okay? That's all I'm saying. If you're a man about what you say you're a man about and you were right, you could have just hit me up. All right, Mike, man, I don't appreciate how you got at me like that. You know, I ain't like your tone. I'm a reasonable man. Hey, all right, my bad. My bad. All right. Do I talk out of my ass a lot? Absolutely. All right. I don't know a man on earth or a woman on earth who don't talk out of their ass every once in a while. All right. But like I said before, our platform has been open plenty of times throughout those 4 months. You could have jumped on any one of those. You could have hit Chauncey up at any point in time like he did earlier today. The only reason why we are at this point is because we suggested that you come on, and like you did come on. So again, I do not, and I will never regret anything that I say. Okay? I said it, and I deal with it, whether I'm right and I'm wrong. Period. But please, if we got an issue with anything that I say, please hit me up. Don't wait 4 or 5 months later. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. So, OG Truth, OG Sam, I appreciate y'all. Mark, y'all continue to go over to his channel, support him. All right. We don't have to agree, but like I said, at the end of the day, just be a man. Come to me. If you got an issue about what I said, and if I feel like I'm wrong, and if Chauncey feel like I'm wrong, and Maggie feel like I'm wrong, whomever, all right, they'll talk to me. Hey, Mike, that wasn't cool what you said. They've done this before with me. And like I said, in the spirit of debate, I don't take anything back, because anything goes when we talk about sports, because everything is opinion based. I'm going to be wrong and I'm going to be right. But at the end of the day, I stand on everything that I said, and I continue to stand on what I said. All right. So I appreciate you, Mark, for coming on. I appreciate you, OG. I appreciate you, Truth, OG Sam. But Miss Maggie got a show real quick.
You gonna
want to give a real plug for that.
You gonna get me fucked up by Maggie. Look here.
Look.
Good night, y'all.
Look,
I said, at the end of the day, man, like I said, at the end of the day, This is about just being transparent. And like I said, at the end of the day, y'all know how I am. Again, if you have anything to say about me, please don't take 5 months to respond.
Transparent and muting the mic.
All right. That's all I got to say. I appreciate it. Don't wait 4 or 5 months to get at me. Hit me up or you could have easily done it then, but you wait 4 or 5 months to go. That being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.